Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with Scrap Squad Sunday, and I'm by scrapping this, I'm actually taking a break in my real job, which I have been doing for a whole week. I started it last Saturday, and every day this week I've done several hours a day of going through and touching and feeling and evaluating and analyzing and grading and all those things, basically everything I own in the craft area. I actually did a silverware drawer project too, so once my brain gets this way, it goes crazy. So I had a little bit of trouble gathering the supplies. I kind of wanted, well, I decided that I would challenge myself to use Bold and Bright, but in a wintry sort of palette, kind of going, um, kind of going along with my photos, but trying to get out of a collection that has so many bold and bright colors, you know, and a lot of stickers that I've already used. I'm kind of going through and pulling the blue and blue green and green ones, and we'll see where that happens. The original is this one. It's pink framed in another, and I don't frame my layouts. I don't like. I sometimes do. I did one just day before yesterday, but I don't like narrow frames because it's so hard to photograph them. And I I sometimes, after I've photographed the page, if I feel like it needs to be enclosed, I will use a strip of washi tape, or even I'll doodle a stitched border or something like that. So there are ways that you can get this effect without wasting another sheet of paper and stuff. So that's just my tip for the day. It's a decision I made along the way to doing this page. So what I'm seeing here is there's this small upper cluster, has a couple of tabs, floral, a little tag there. It's the banner here is doubled. It's matted, and there's another floral, another word strip. Floral's kind of all down the right side, but with a tab in the center here. Some sheets of paper, some paper layers below, some boots on top of these florals. So there are a lot of florals in there. So I pulled out my. I have this. I've kind of. Let me see if I can explain this. I bought at the same time as I bought Bold and Bright. I bought the paper pad and several collections of embellishments in the Vicki Boutin mixed media collection. And what that turned out to be in the paper pad were reissues of papers from about 5 or 6 previous collections, and then the same with the embellishments, only some of the embellishments were the same images, but they were printed on thin paper and made into stickers. So that made for a whole different way to use them. So it was kind of interesting. So I bought a lot of that stuff, and I ended up with a whole bunch of different sets of ephemera and stuff. So I just kind of through all the fairly later collections, and I know there's, you're seeing some here from Storyteller, and this is from, and this is a fussy cut, but I kind of threw it in there. These are from, I'm losing it, Fern Wood, Fern something. And so I went through that, and I pulled out some florals. I'm gonna let this be my accent. I kind of like the blue and the green with this purple, of course, you know, I like that. I've cut some, I have a whole collection of stuff here that I may or may not use. These alphas are here because my title's going to be Winter Fun, and this is going to be the fun, the fun part. Okay, so there's the original. I'm building a large banner cluster down here and a smaller banner cluster up here. So I'm going to put this aside and let's see what we're going to do. I'm going to build the larger one first. For the smaller one, instead of just the one banner, this didn't show up enough for me. So I thought I would use this, which kind of has a sort of the same look. And then I can put this like this. It bothers me a little bit to do it that way because I cut it so that the little swirly gigs would be right side up there, and if I do it this way they'll be on their side. That does not make the least bit of difference in the grand scheme of things, but it's just a little, you know, kind of picky thing that bothered me. So I'm gonna these are some things I gathered that I thought might be used in that cluster, but I don't know that they will. So what I did, kind of following along the idea of the matted banner on the original, I decided to mat. I cut this banner, actually was in the Paperie Pack of Bold and Bright by Vicki Boutin, and so I was going to do it like this. And then I had trouble, because I'm using two pictures instead of one, I had trouble figuring out how that was going to all work. So I decided that I would turn this one this way and have it kind of be behind the photos. And I want it so that you can see this bottom part of this so you realize that these are banners. So that's kind of that's my reasoning, that's my thought process. And I have this, which I thought maybe I could do something like that, and then maybe have a floral or a circle-y thing, or both. I'm thinking I like the blue one here, and so let's just kind of get these things pinned down, and we'll see where they end up from there. So I'm putting foam behind all of these, and I have just reorganized my foam, so I possibly shouldn't have grabbed red. That paper's kind of thin and it might show through, but I don't know that. If it does, I'll change it. Okay. Oh, this is not the thin paper. It's it's this one that's going to be a problem. So this one's cool. It hurts me to be using the other side of that page. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of I want to space it so that I have room for big flowers if I choose to use them. So let's go right there. Okay, and that kind of that'll work. Okay, so now I want this here, but I want something kind of holding that up. Okay. So I think that's that. See, I want that shadow to show under there. So I'm going to do this. This one, the spacing is picky because I can't have those things down at the edge of the page, and they have to be, I want those tips to be lined up. There. Okay. I think that's going to work. Let me get this lifted up, because that's not going to show. This is thin paper, and it kind of wants to stay bent. I'm going to do this like so. Then that like so, like that. I can do a thin, I'm going to do it, you know, I didn't need to cut it. Maybe it'll help if I overlap a little bit like so. Let's see if that works. That does work. I need some foam behind this, and that foam can also be red. I've stapled these pictures together, and okay, let's do that. Okay, there's just the tiniest bit of that banner showing, and that's okay. Now, this I might need to just kind of cut this down. I can keep that. And it can go maybe like so. Or do I want it up like this? And then that's too high. I'm trying to figure out where to put the title. And I may just put it out here. Kind of, let's see. Now, let's see, maybe I can use one of these. Let me see if I have another one of those or something similar. I have this one. Need to see about doing it like that, and then if I put that, you don't really notice that that one's cut, and then I can put fun across that. Okay, that is what I'm going to do. I probably ought to do it now. Although I want to kind of finish this cluster because, well, that was a big worry to me. Okay, now I would like, since I don't have to have the title across there, I'm going to maybe throw these guys. I'm going to cut the bottom off because the bottom has really cute, like the names of the colors. And it's really, really cute. Okay, and I'm going to put these, just kind of tuck these in right here. And then I have a somewhere, I think I had pulled, well, doesn't matter. I'm gonna cut this. This is a blue splat that's a washi tape sticker, and I want to splat by each of these clusters. And so I'm going to put this one up here, and I'll put this one down here, and I'm going to kind of place it over here. Let me see if I can get this down. Okay, that can raise up. Okay, it doesn't, not much of it shows, so I'm going to move it. Move it back out a bit, if I can. If I can peel it up without tearing it. And we may dismiss the whole idea of splats if I do tear it, if I do mess it up. Okay, it shows, but you can also see where it's cut. So I'm just going to put something there. I might put a butterfly there. I have two butterflies. One is this green and the other is the blue. There's a lot of green up there, so I'm going to use the blue one down here. I mean the green one down on the blue side. Let's see how this works. I'm just going to put it right here so that its wing kind of doesn't hide that, the green bit, but does hide this little gap right here. Oh, come now. I'm having trouble. Okay, there. Now, let's see what we want to do. Right there, I may want to do this green circle and maybe kind of stick it under there. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'll leave it. Now I had some torn like notebook paper kind of right there. What about this right there? That's too close to this color blue. Doesn't contrast enough, although I do like the tab. Now, could that sneak under there? How about this? Maybe something like so, and then I can put something here. I like that, and I have this cut which kind of incents me to want to use it. So I'm going to get that lined up. Okay, that's down. And now I'm going to take this little guy. What does that leave me for up there? It leaves me this big gigantic purple one, which I don't have to use, but I have this little blue one. Let's see. I've got that. I want to do this, which is a an oval kind of coffee ring. I want to put that here. Whoops. And then I'm going to do some florals around so that just a little bit of it shows. And I've got a similar thing. There's the notebook paper, the small piece of notebook paper that I got for there to match what I was going to be using down here, but I can't find the one down here. Let me see if I covered it up with some other things. I don't see it there. The next place I check is the floor, because things end up on the floor a lot. Okay, now I'm gonna go back to the Paperie Pack and see if I see it, another one. There's the one in the warm colors. The one I had the cool colors. That one. Okay. So, I don't know where the one is that I got out, but I had it on my desk and it doesn't, it's not there. Okay. So, I'm going to put this maybe, well, let's see. That can be torn off, and then this can go like so. And I'll tear it right there and put just a little bit of glue on it. And I've got to find my glue. Where did my glue go? My glue is on another table. I've got some tacky glue here. I don't think that's I'm not gonna enjoy trying to open that. So let me get my other glue, my real glue. Let's see. It's over here somewhere. I'm doing an organization project on my dining table, and it involves the holder that this is usually contained in. So that's why this was over there. I brought the whole container there. What I'm doing, or what I did yesterday, or what I have been doing all week, and that I finally was able to kind of work all day and make some progress on yesterday, was basically reorganizing everything I own, and I can use this there, or even maybe just under this photo. How about that? I don't like leaving stray pieces. I love this as an accent. I love torn notebook paper as an accent on pages. And so if I'm only going to use part, I want to use the other part. I don't want to let it go to waste, because you know how hard it would be to keep that anywhere that I might ever find it when I wanted to use it again. Okay, now I'm going to add some, should this be over here maybe, like, how about like that? And then I can do some leaves and florals to don't know what to do. Okay, so here's what we'll try. I want to use this right here. But I want some other leaves or some other things behind it. And when I say things, I say that because I don't really know. Like maybe what I'm trying to do is fill these clusters out. Let's say if I put that right there, because that's not an interesting part of the photo. This is looking out my door on the side of the house, and this is the ramp, the handrail for the wheelchair ramp. And I used a digital zoom to go all the way across the street. There's a really long distance between here and these people, but I kind of wanted to show the little dogs running around in the snow. You just don't see that around here very often. Okay, so I've got this, which could kind of go there, but I don't know how that gold affects the rest of the page. So let's say if I wanted to use this, how would that look? Or if I want to use it maybe this way, and then this kind of comes around like that, and that would be my cluster. Let's try it, folks. I'm going to glue this down. It's vellum, so it's going to curl, but in a leaf, that's kind of what you want. Put it right there because I don't want to hide this. I've got that tab there, which is great. Now, what I'm going to do here is put a couple of these guys right here on the photo. And come on. Okay, so if I do this, if I did it this way, then these leaves are going this way and this one goes that way. So I think that's desirable. The leaf is curling, and I said that was a good thing, but I may not have known what I was talking about. Okay, it's definitely pushing things up. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put some glue right here and tack it down so it behaves a little bit better. I knew as soon as I said it's going to curl, but we want that. I knew something was going to happen and we wouldn't want it. Okay, so I'm going to put this. Oh, that's perfect. I'm setting it up. It's resting on the foam that's under the photos, and therefore it's being held up, so it's got some shadowing going on there too. Okay, now I'm gonna I have these kind of accent florals. I'm not sure. There's something missing right there, and I don't know what it is, but I may solve it by putting that there. So we'll see. I'll just kind of dry fit it on there. Now let's do this guy. Okay, this guy needs foam. Doesn't need foam. Nothing needs foam, but I like a lot of dimension and shadowing and all that good stuff on my pages. And I don't mind the extra dimension when I put them in albums. That doesn't bother me. I understand that there'll be less space in each album, but that's kind of, for me, the price of doing business. I've just cleared some space. Let's see how close to that. I'm going to do it this way. Okay, that's pretty good. Let me put some foam underneath this part. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure that this is going to work, but we'll see. We shall see, won't we? Did I do it this way? I think so. Okay, so it's holding it up, so there's shadowing, and that's what I want. Okay, now this, it seems like I maybe could do a, let's see, this kind of work on this. Maybe this one. This is the top of the one there. Okay, so if I did that, that gives me kind of a little interest there. This needs some foam. And I want something, this doesn't contrast much with that. So I need something to kind of bridge that gap. Let me put this on here. And worry about that in a minute. Okay, there, and then okay, and I'm going to put this actually on the, well, no, I'm not. I'll put this one down here. I'm going to put this one up here. Let me get it peeled. It's a little hard to peel sometimes, but other times once you get it started, it just works like a charm. Okay, so I'm going to put this, and if there's a gap, we'll just cover it with a flower. There is a gap, so we need a flower. And this may be, I don't know if we want to use this same floral here. It might work if I did that. Actually, I can do it kind of like so and have it come down like that. That works for me. Okay, there we go. You can still see the splat coming up behind it. And that was the important part. Okay, I have another leaf right here that I was thinking maybe could go up there. And then maybe that. me see if this would work. Okay, I think that will work. Okay, there's a little bit of something showing right there. And before I forget it, I'm going to find something on the sticker sheet to cover it up with. How about this heart, and then I will find another heart to go right there, and that'll be my overlapping hearts. Do I have another heart? Ooh, I do, right here, a small one. And I can put it right there. Okay, good. Now, up here, the thing I want to get in up there, the important part, is this, which is what my phone, when I logged onto my phone on Thursday, the day before the freeze at 2:50 in the afternoon, there was a public safety alert for Fulton County Emergency Management, and it just kind of told about the freeze that was coming. So I'm gonna mount this guy to this color swatch, or do I want to do that, or just put it next? I can put it next to the ticket and have this like that. So I'm gonna matte this in white, just a small matte. I can get one from in here. And the original has a circle that looks like a chipboard circle up in this upper cluster. And I love it, and I was trying to do something similar. And I found this open heart in the Vicki Boutin chipboards from Discover and Create, I think. I think that was it. I have all of that stuff. Discover and Create, Bold and Bright, and that Vicki Boutin mixed media stuff. That's all in my like open out in the open, kind of thing. I'm gonna put this maybe sticking out this side, and this sticking out this side, kind of, and weekend plans, or just weekend showing right there maybe, or how about like I had it before, like this, and then this down a bit, and then I come over here with the little weekend thing. And if I put all that together, it'll fit on that banner. It will. So let me staple it so that I have the same look of staples in the upper cluster that I have in the lower cluster. So that's my goal at the moment. Here is, I'm going to staple this side first. And that's got all three of those pieces. And then over here, wonder if I can kind of scooch it into there. That's good enough, especially if I do a little staple right there. Okay, so that fits. I'm going to put a little foam on the back, and let's see. It's a crumb. I'm probably getting to the point, even though I have all my fresh, brand new foam sheets, it's probably worth going through my... Ooh, I like that. I like it, I like it, I like it. And I'm going to do one of these here. Let's see. I can do this guy right here, maybe. I kind of like that. I'm going to cut a little more off of it so it doesn't stick too far above things. I like that. Okay, and then I have the blue butterfly, which can be right there, and then I have this light blue circle, which can kind of come right here just over that. This circle I thought about putting over the public safety alert right there. That might be interesting. Then nobody but me would know that there's a public safety alert there, and that's fine. I'm going to put that right there, and that'll help me place this. The only thing that I'm concerned about here is that if I put this right there, this is lifted up from the background with a piece of foam. So I'm going to turn this around, and I'm going to put this right here. I like that accent of black there. Okay, and now I have this, another one of these gold foliage things, and I'm thinking it could come out over here and kind of follow the direction of the arrow there. Now I can kind of slide it up to there. Okay, that works. And the butterfly can go right over here where it ties this and this together. Okay, that works. And let me I've got the butterflies. Okay, I need it to be over that photo. And here, it would be nice if it was up there. Okay, now, is there anything else I need? Oh, you know, like a title, perhaps? All right, let me put this like that. I'm gonna just kind of I'm gonna put that one there. And now I'm gonna put this on here. Okay. Okay, and so let's do fun. I'm assuming I have all, all the right letters. And U, let's see, I'll pick a plain U. With just the gold stripes. There's a little bit of gold on the letters, so that picks up that gold, and I'm happy with that. So let's find an N that's also kind of plain with a little bit of and I'm going to add some small embellishment to make that work. Let's see. I have this sticker right here that says today, and I'd like to use this somewhere. Maybe here. Let's see. This is kind of heavy. I'm going to put some glue on this and commit to it. Okay. I'm going to put these right here because I just don't see any. Is there any way I can put one of these? I've got two of those there. I don't have any of these up here. So do I need one? Maybe under here. I like that placement. Okay, so that's a good distribution of colors. The accent is both clusters, and this is just a little washi tape sticker with 3 blue flowers, and I'm just going to kind of set them right there. And I'm going to add, I had this Winter Wonderland thinking that might be a good title if I put it right there. But it's a completely different collection, and the colors are similar, but it doesn't, it didn't thrill me when I tried it, Okay, so here and there, today is amazing. How about this is amazing. I like that. And that could go, I was going to say it could go on that tab, but no, my tab has been used. So how about this right there, and I let it break the line so that you'd notice it better because it's kind of small. Okay, and I don't have my BrambleFox stuff. My BrambleFox stuff is over on the other table, so I'm gonna, like, this says life documented, and I kind of like that sentiment, that idea of just documenting life. And I did not personally get out in the snow. I have of a certain age where falling is a risk, and so I've promised the family that I wouldn't go out walking by myself without letting them know, or making sure I had my phone and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna, where do I want to put this? I'm gonna put it maybe right here. And I know I'm covering one of the fishtails on my banner, but I think I'm okay with that. What else did I want to do? I saw a couple things on here. Here's one that says good stuff. And I'm gonna kind of put it right here. And now let's take a look at it and see if there's anything else it needs. I need some more color right down here. Now I could do the bottoms of these I like that, but then it seems like I might need a pink flower, something there. But I am going to do this. I like this, actually. And now I wish I had this smaller flower. Let me put this like that, and I'm gonna see if in my stickers do I have anything that's kind of colorful. I am gonna use this. Huh? Oh, okay. Have fun.
Thanks.
Bye. I'm gonna put this right here. It's the perfect color. Okay, and then ooh, this is the real stuff, but I need something colorful right there. Pink, if possible. There is another pink thing. Thriving in a beautiful world. I'm not seeing anything there. How about here? There's a thing here that says lovely, it's in orange, but how about if I just did something like that? Just tiny, but impactful. I hope that's impactful. Here is there's another little splat that color that I can put up here. It's actually, this one's actually a little more purple. And I think that is fine right there. I'm gonna stay with that. I do wish I had something right there. And so let me try this. Let me see if there's any way I can sneak this under there. How about if I, okay, this, I've moved it around so much. Okay, what did I do? Oh my gosh. I put glue on something and now I don't know where it is. Okay. I think I did. Let's see. I need this to be a lot smaller and more like that. And that seems to fill that in. That kind of works to my eye. I have this leaf, which is a nice blue leaf, and it kind of goes with the blue leaves. Here's from a different collection. I think that's from Sweet Rush. And I also have these balloons, which perfect colors, but didn't want to use. I cut this out, and I had plans to use it, but I think I'll use it for something else. Okay, so this goes there. I'm not doing any mixed media or any enamel dots or any splatters because I'm really wanting to keep this background paper, which has these kind of mixed media looking things. It's a grid, a very beautiful pale blue grid, and it's just gorgeous. So I'm going to now think whether it would be good to do some snowflakes around. It doesn't need it. The word winter is here. The colors are, pretty wintry, and the photos certainly convey it. So I'm going to leave it. I thank you for watching. Thank you for putting up with my indecision today. Bye.